Welcome to your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Benny Pennell alongside Jason Winchell for an epic matchup between two of the top teams in the state of Delaware for high school football. Salesianum Middletown kickoff. Salesianum, of course, winning the toss, getting the receive, electing to receive in the first half, Jason. And now, of course, we see them with this run as we open up the game.
Yeah, Carson Salvo with a nice, it looks like 7 or 8 yard run there, Benny, and brings up a second and an early 2 in this one. Just underway, like you said, Sally's received the kickoff, and they're at the their own 42, Benny.
They'll rock an I formation, 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. We'll move a motion. He'll set back out. Hand off to Salvo. He'll plow forward. Definitely has the first down in terms of forward progression. And Zachary Gwynn, no, they're going to run the ball on Middletown. It's kind of been the MO for Salesianum for their history.
That's what Sally's is. It's their bread and butter. This year they do have the threat with Zach Gwynn. He's a great quarterback. Sean Reagan, a good receiver. So you got to be wary of the play fake. But if they continue running at this clip, they're going to keep running until Middletown stops them.
Sean Reagan and Michael DiNardo, the receivers to the bottom of your screen. They're rocking another I formation. Middletown trying to get a stop here early on Salesianum. Another handoff, this one to the fullback. He'll plow forward. Maybe he gets 2 yards, Jason. But right now looks like Town kind of has the beat in that play in terms of bottling up Salesianum.
Yes. And Sally's will continue to they like to run the ball, Benny, and that's no key if you're the middle.
I don't know if I agree with the inches, Jason. 2 receivers. Matters. Zachary Gwynn keeping it up the middle and getting Salesianum a fresh set.
Oh, good job there. He gets the first down for Sally's, and this is the kind of start I think Salesianum wanted. They're getting some confidence running the ball here on Middletown's defense.
Marching down the field, methodic style. That's what Salesianum's going for here. Let's talk about Middletown. On the season, 5-0. They've played some tough teams. They played Smyrna and William Penn to start the season. 2 games right there. They've been a very, very dominant team. Gwynn rolling out, throws complete. He may have gotten a couple of yards and taken out the
Sally's bench
while he's at it.
Great catch there by Million out of the backfield. And good play there, and that's what I was talking about, the play action fake.
Use the run to set up the pass.
Yes.
Well, Salesianum gets 7, and they earn just about every single one of those yards. And it'll be second about 4. Rocking an I formation again. Middletown on their heels, trying to prevent an opening score. They'll give it to Salvo up the middle. A cloud of dust. He'll get close to the first down. They will definitely be short here. Maybe third and about 2.
Yeah. But again, it's about positive yardage. You're probably in 2-down territory here at the 32 of Middletown, Benny. So
Benny Pennell alongside Jason Winchell. We have Mike Lang roaming the sidelines somewhere. We'll get him involved in the broadcast a little later. From Baynard Stadium here in Wilmington, Delaware, Salvo for Salesianum plows forward again, and well, look at a first down. Salesianum on the march here. Middletown just can't stop them. So, Jason, I ask you, when you're facing a team that you know is going to run the football, why not just bring everyone into the box?
Yes, exactly right. But maybe they saw that on tape that Sally's will hit you with the play action pass, and maybe they're worried about that early. But I'm with you. I'd put everyone in that box right now until you stop that run, Denny.
Only 1 pass play ran so far.
Reverse.
They can end around. DiNardo cutting. He'll have a couple yards.
Good job by the Middletown defense on that. They were not
swarming to the ball. Yeah.
Yeah. They do get positive yards, Benny, but normally on those type of plays, you try and get the defense and pick up a big play, and there Middletown was not fooled. But Sally's is at the Middletown 23-yard line, so it's an impressive drive so far for the Sal's.
An impressive drive, one that's chewing up a lot of time. Rockin' I formation, go to the right side and maybe get a yard or 2, and this will set up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, and we know Sally's, just because it's 3rd and long doesn't mean they'll run, Denny.
Forward on 4th down.
Right.
This is certainly 2-down territory if you're Salesianum. trying to score early. DiNardo barking out orders to his star quarterback, Zachary Gwynn. He'll go back to the huddle. And they'll go to the line. I formation. DiNardo, Reagan, the receivers at the top of your screen. Salvo, the running back. And that's a pass. Gwynn rolls out. Complete to the 10-yard line.
What a catch there, Benny. Garrett Million, I believe, with the catch, Benny.
It's actually Salvatore Garanio.
Yes.
Talk about a name there.
Yes. And that was a great catch by him.
Mamma mia, to the 10-yard line, and now we'll take the yard distance out of it. So Salesianum, 1st and goal. They do not have the ability to pick up a first down before they score, so they'll have 3 to 4 chances to get 6. Look at the salvo. We'll go to the right side, maybe get a couple of yards close to the 5-yard line. El Salvo, their star running back, senior. What's so impressive about Salvo? The way he runs.
Yes, he just runs hard. He's one of those guys that runs up the middle and will go through the defense for you. And I was here last week when they played Episcopal, and he had a good game then too, scoring twice.
There'll be a timeout for the officials.
Probably checking the clock.
A lot of time has gone off.
6:40, and that's a good thing about the drive when you run the ball.
Quick, Salvo up the middle. He'll plow to the 3-yard line. Salvo listed at 5'8", 165 pounds, but he runs like a guy.
I was going to say, he runs harder than the 165.
I was going to say, he runs like an elephant.
Yeah, he's just a
no fear. So with the official timeout, of course, we got your official scoreboard check. Salesianum eating a lot of time up on this first drive. And that's kind of how you have to beat Middletown. Play possession. Hold the ball for a long period of time.
Because we know how dangerous Middletown's offense is. They score at will this season.
Keep them off the field. When they get into a rhythm, it can be dangerous. Salvo to the left side now. No, it's a keeper for Gwynn. And he will lower his shoulder, and he'll get to the 1-yard line. Gutsy run by Gwynn.
Yeah, now it's 4th and goal from it looks like the half-yard line, Benny. I think you go for it here.
Gwynn over the sidelines, and that's just what DiNardo's doing.
Yes, they always come to the sidelines for him. He'll bark in the next play to him.
We don't want to call this out, but this is an important play early on in your 302 Spotlight Game of the Week. 3 running backs. Gwynn, Salvo, touchdown Salesianum.
And what a drive there, Benny. They chew up the time and get the all-important first touchdown in this game.
Salesianum goes up on the #1 team in high school football in the state of Delaware, 6-0 on the first drive.
I think we got a flag.
Oh, a handkerchief coming in late. And it's holding on Salesianum.
So now it's an interesting call. I think you kick the field goal here. Oh, wait a second, Benny. Let's see.
I'm trying to collect things here.
I'm confused. They're confused.
It's going against the Cavs.
So
let's see.
The information we're receiving now is that it's
a touchdown's good.
A Middletown penalty, which means Salesianum chews up over 6 minutes on the clock in that first drive. Scores a touchdown.
And a personal foul, so Sally's will lock the 15 yards on the kickoff. And will kick off the Middletown side of the field, Benny. There you go for the extra point here. Cooper Urban is one of the best kickers in the state, along with Middletown's kicker. So
make it 7-0.
Watch. Get back by those trees, because that's where it's going. If he gets all of it.
Lefty kicker. Waiting for the snap. Snap down, hold, kick is up, and you weren't lying, Jason.
Yeah.
Kicked it to the track for 1 point. Salesianum, impressive drive to start off this one. Your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Salesianum up 7-0 over the #1 team in the state of Delaware, Middletown. How impressive was that drive?
Yeah, and Benny, they did it mostly runs, the 2 passes, both complete. And we even saw Gwynn take a couple quarterback runs there. So impressive drive. But Salvo, man, he ran hard that drive, and he eventually caps in the touchdown run on 4th and goal from the, looked like the inch-yard line. But good drive. And then, like I said, Urban, the only loss against Fodder Judge, he missed a 45-yard field goal at the end of the game. Came up just short. It had the accuracy. It was just a little short, so he does have range. So
if everyone in the stadium just took an extra breath, maybe it would have gone in.
And now he's gets the kickoff on the 45. So now this is an interesting call. You kick it in high school, you can't return it when it goes in the end zone. So even if the guy catches it, he can't run it out. Well, do you kick it into the end zone, or do you kick it?
Well, I was going to say, maybe you do this, Jason.
Yeah.
Onside kick.
That's good thinking, too. I was here last week after same thing. They kicked off on the 45, and they just tried a little pooch, and Episcopal fell on it. But it's an interesting call here.
Well, we'll see what Salesianum elects to do. Well, we saw Gwynn and we saw Salvo. We'll see the other side of this matchup, Fry and Whitehead. It's coming up after the kickoff. Now they're going to elect to just kick this one. I think that's just about kicked it to the
yes.
They don't get points for that, but you do get style points, I guess.
Benny, the last couple of years when they played Middletown's return kicks on them, I think that was their plan. Just kick it away. Don't give them a chance to return those kicks, and that's a good drive there.
Cooper Urban, definitely a weapon for Salesianum, but now we'll have to see if this defense can swallow up the ¡1 offense. We could argue in the state of Delaware, Jason.
Yes.
Middletown is very impressive. Got a quarterback named Drew Fry and Kendrick Whitehead.
Totally opposite offense. They'll go out of the shotgun a lot. Good job by the Sally's line there, as they did not let Whitehead get much on that opening run.
Well, you hate to hear the old cliche, but this football game, it's going to come down to line play.
Yes, absolutely.
One of the best defensive units historically in the state of Delaware, Salesianum. Good at swallowing up the run. They don't have a very swarming defense.
Yeah, and but they're going to have to be wary of Fry. Fry is one of the best quarterbacks in the state, Benny, and he's got some good receivers on this team, so they do a good job of mixing up the run and the pass.
Middletown goes 4 receivers, 1 running back in the backfield. Out of the shotgun, Fry trying to screen pass. They'll dump it off and complete it. Maybe he gets 5 yards to Larry Griffin.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they have some good receivers. Griffin is one of them. Johnson's another one, Benny. So they have the receivers. Brings up a key 3rd down here early in this one for Middletown's first drive.
You've seen Eric Johnson a handful of times in the top 5 plays of the week on 302 Sports Weekly. Airs every Wednesday live from Hooters at 7 p.m.
Yeah, that's a good show. So you can get out the Hooters. And
little personal endorsement.
Yes. When I'm not on there, it's a good show. Just kidding.
The brains behind the operation, Jason Winchell. Give to Whitehead. Oh, look at this man. Up the sidelines. He's still in. He'll be brought down. 1st down and then some more to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, good run there by him. And I like that stiff arm, Ben. He gave him a few extra yards. And that was a big play there for Middletown as Middletown converts their first 3rd down. So both teams' offense are converting 3rd and 4th down plays here early in this one.
We'll see if Middletown can convert the all-important touchdown. That's what decides this game right now. From the 45-yard line, Salesianum looking like they're on their heels trying to stop the #1 offense in the state of Delaware. How would you stop Middletown?
Oh, man, they're tough because they can run, they can pass. Fry is a good quarterback. You have to get pressure on them.
There it is, the pressure. Fry feels it, throws, slings it across the field. It'll bounce in front of Eric Johnson.
Yeah, and that I would call that a coverage play there, Benny. He had a little time early on that, but good coverage there by the Sally's defense, and then they were able to get some pressure on it.
That's what's going to take. Salesianum has to get pressure. And Logan Bushweller is a big part of that. You see number 8, one of the largest guys on the line for Salesianum. 2nd and long.
7-0 Sally's here with 3:53 left here in the first quarter.
They'll give to Whitehead. Now we'll keep it. Throw to
Johnson.
No, it's not Johnson. It is Griffin. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
Pardon the technical difficulties as well.
Yeah.
7-0 Middletown trailing Salesianum in your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. But they're driving right now.
Yes.
1st and 10 from the Salesianum 45.
Benny, this might we came in both saying that both teams have great defenses. This might be one of those offensive games. It's starting out that way. As
Might
both
be
teams,
a shootout.
Both teams are look good so far.
We'll have to do three, make that two receivers. Tight end just off the line. Whitehead to the right of Drew Fry. It'll be a give to Whitehead. Up the middle, maybe he gets 4. Oh, second effort, he'll get 5 or 6. Whitehead is playing like a man possessed, Jason.
Yes, he is. A great run there by Whitehead, and great second effort. We've seen it from both sides running backs. They're fighting for every extra yard they can get, and we said this is an important game for both teams, and so they're both teams giving effort in this one.
Delaware definitely can grow their running backs.
Yes.
Long history of great running backs that have come out of the state of Delaware. Will Knight, currently the #1 running back, you could argue, playing for Smyrna as they have their game against Sussex Central tonight. Middletown from the Salesianum 40. Fry, 2 running backs in the backfield with them to either side. We'll step back to pass, feels the pressure, throws to the near side, complete to Nicholas Johnson. Get close to a first down, and they'll give it to him. First down for Middletown. They continue to go with driving, Jason.
Yes, and notice this drive's a little different than the Sally's drive. This is more passing than running. They still do a good job of mixing them up. Both teams do.
One takes to the ground, the other one likes to punch their ticket through the air and fly first class.
And both long drives, because we're down to 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, Benny. Might get home early tonight.
Might be able to catch a couple of reruns of maybe Seinfeld.
Thank you for joining us tonight here on 302 Sports. We apologize, our scoreboard is down right now, but we'll keep giving you guys the score and the time in this game.
3 receivers set. They'll give to Whitehead. Almost had wrapped up in the backfield. He'll step up, cut it, and get some positive yards. Whitehead's so impressive.
Yes, he is. He's one of those elusive runners, Benny. You can have him in the backfield. He's going to make you a move and make you miss. And then he fights and he turned, as Sumoff would like to say, he turned garbage into gold there and got a few extra yards.
Certainly very good at doing that. Salesianum really needs to kind of collect themselves defensively. I don't want to get too early in this, but maybe you call it a timeout, try to pull your defense to the side to say, hey, this is what we need to start doing. Fry feels the pressure again, but the poise of Drew Fry to complete that one over the middle. And it'll be third and probably about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, and like you said, Fry has the poise back there as a quarterback. He doesn't get rattled, so even when you do get pressure on him, he's still going to look to make the play.
Drew Fry in Middletown trying to get back in this one, down 7-0.
I believe.
And that is the quarter.
No, it's 101 left, Benny.
101 left?
Yeah, I think it's a penalty on Middletown is what it is. I did not see the flag on the field.
I didn't see a flag either.
Ineligible man downfield, Benny.
I'll back Middletown up, kind of throw them off the rhythm, 2nd and long. Ball at the 37-yard line. .101 left in the clock, 7-0 lead for Salesianum. Trying to hold the Cavaliers back from tying this one up in the first quarter.
Yeah, and the first quarter's almost over, and each team have only one drive. You know, that's a good night for the offenses.
Another flag.
Yeah, we'll see this one. Or is it going to be a timeout? Let's see. I believe
As we
it's
wait for the penalty.
full start.
That's another penalty on Middletown. Well, a first defensive showing for Middletown that was not that impressive. Now you have a couple penalties called on them.
Yeah.
And not a good night so far for Middletown.
And that's what you want to avoid, especially when it was going to be 3rd and short. Now it turns into 2nd and a country mile.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Jason. 2nd, I'll say about 20 yards from the 43-yard line, 42-yard line, 15 seconds in the first. We're here at Baynard Stadium. Another reason why you don't want to have a rough start. It's tough to come back at Baynard Stadium. Fry back to pass. 4 receivers will swing it out to Whitehead. Maybe gets... Oh, he's still on his feet. An impressive run for Whitehead. Stiff arms. Lowering the shoulder. And getting back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little just past that. It'll be 3rd down and about 8.
And Benny, I believe that is the end of the first quarter here. So we will take a break and come back right after these messages
On the 302 Spotlight Game of the Week.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
And we're back here at Baynard Stadium, Benny, and what an exciting first quarter we had, our 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week.
Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang roaming the sidelines. Again, as we try to get him incorporated in the broadcast, I want to remind you, this is your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week, live here from Baynard Stadium. Looks like we're going to try and get Mike involved. Mike, what's going on?
Hey guys, welcome down to the sideline.
Hey Mike, what can you see?
These two teams are no strangers to each other. They've played pretty evenly over the years. Coach Bill DiNardo used to be at Middletown before he came to Salesianum, and he coached Zach Blum of Middletown back in the 90s. And Bill DiNardo won 3 state championships at Middletown and was Coach of the Year, Blue Hen Flight B 7 times. So Bill DiNardo has a big history at Middletown. The Cavaliers on 3rd and 9, and here back to you.
Pass incomplete,
Incomplete,
right
almost
side.
intercepted, almost picked off there by the Sallies. And it'll bring up a 4th and 9, and I think it's 4-down territory, Ben. So I think Middletown's going for it.
Jason,
Here.
you're not wrong. Too close to punt, just about too far away to kick a field goal. So we'll see. They are keeping Drew Fry on the field. They're set up all the way on the left side of the hash mark. So they have an entire right side of the field to work with.
And thanks Mike Lang for that report. Again, we apologize. Our scoreboard is not working tonight, so we will keep you on time and score the best as we can.
We do a pretty good job.
Yes.
Fry from the shotgun. Whitehead to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Nicholas Johnson, the one of the slot. Fry, screen pass out. That's not going to do it. Salesianum trying to swarm the ball, and they will get the ball on a turnover on downs.
Yeah, so the penalties kills Middletown's drive there, as it killed the momentum of their drive. And good defense there by the Sallies as they tried that swing pass out, and Sallies was all over it there.
So Salesianum with a 7-0 lead as we enter the second quarter of play. I have to wonder, looking back on that, if you're Zach Blum, you're not too happy with your offense after that drive.
No, and you blame it on the penalties because you were moving the ball effectively. You turned a 3rd and short into a 2nd and forever. And
I formation. We'll give to Salvo again, running hard up the middle. He'll get about 3 yards. Oh, ball comes loose, and a flag. This is definitely unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, it was. I think I heard the whistle, but
you hear the fans calling for an ejection as we are in Baynard Stadium, which again makes it more important if you're Middletown. You have to get off to a fast start. You have to find some way to stop Salesianum's offense.
Well, that's their 2nd personal foul penalty, where they had the one after the touchdown. And now you have one here. You had the 2 offensive penalties. So that's 4 penalties already. And that's not the way you want to start. Now, that was the same thing when they played Smyrna the first game. They had all those early penalties. In the second half, they cleaned it up. But they need to start cleaning this up right now.
Middletown entering the game 5-0 after impressive wins over Appoquinimink, St. George's Tech, Del Castle, and of course William Penn and Smyrna to start their season. Salesianum sits at 4-1, trying to become the #1 team in high school football in the state of Delaware. Run to the left side for Salvo, maybe gets a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd or 2nd and long. Excuse me.
And this is Sally's bread and butter, man. They've been doing it all night. Just give the ball to Salvo, even if it's 2 or 3 yards. It gets you in those 3rd and manageables.
Yep. Sets up the pass as well for Zach Gwynn.
Yes.
So Gwynn from under center. Salvo, the running back, 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. From the left side hash, they'll give to Salvo, plowing up the middle. Maybe gets a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and about 5, maybe 4 yards.
Yeah, and the Sally's line has been doing a good job these first 2 drives here, opening up some holes for the ground game. But here's if you're Middletown's defense, this is a key third down stop here because I would think they would punt the ball from here. So if you can get off the field here and get your offense back on the field.
Definitely don't want to give Middletown the ball anywhere near your own side of the field.
10:20 left here in the second quarter, 7-0 Salesianum.
Pitch it to Salvo. And he'll plow. Oh, maybe gets a couple of yards this time.
It's going to be an interesting call now, Benny, because it's about 4th and a yard and a half. The way you're running the ball, do you go for it or do you punt? I would punt here, Benny, and pin them back deep. I think that's a good call.
Looks like Salesianum changing out some personnel, and they will be listening to you, Jason.
Yeah, I think that's the right call here in this game. You got the 7-0 lead. Pin them back deep instead of turning the ball over here at the 45. So good job by Middletown's defense after that personal foul penalty. They hold Sally's.
Impressive way to rebound. Cooper Urban, the punter. We'll see if he can put this one into a different zip code.
Yeah, he's a good kicker. Here you want the hang time, Benny. It's all about the hang time on this one.
Urban, the punt, almost getting the block there. This one going to bounce around the 15, roll to the 10, 9, 8, and that is where Middletown will set up.
Yeah, good job there by Urban. He gets that ball deep in Middletown's territory, and that's why I like that call, Benny. Instead of starting at the 45, if you turn it over on downs, they're back in their own territory. But we've seen Middletown's offense will eat up chunks of yards, so.
Well, Salesianum's defense, the previous drive, got battered around a little bit, but rallied towards the end of the first quarter to stop Middletown. And one of the things, though, we have to really take a look at when it comes to Salesianum's defense is their line, and Logan Bushweller is the big guy on the other side of the line to the north side of your screen, number 8. He's got to find some way to start penetrating the line for Middletown and stopping Kendrick Whitehead from getting outside, because when Whitehead gets to the outside flat and he's one-on-one with a defensive back, Jason, usually not a good story.
Yeah, no, it definitely is not.
Shotgun, they'll give the Whitehead up the middle. He'll make one cut, and he'll get down to probably about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Sally's defensive line there, Benny, as they did a good job containing Whitehead, because Whitehead, as we said, he's a dangerous runner.
Whitehead so far is, he's been the one bright spot, I guess you could say, for the Middletown offense.
Yes.
Is they've been able to move the ball when they get it to Kendrick. He's quickly made a name for himself.
Yes, he has.
Will be second at about 8 yards. Your 302 Spotlight game of the week. The give to Whitehead, and he's knocked back immediately. Tackled by number 61, Casey Spink.
Yeah, good job by Spink there. He got in there. And that's what you have to do with Whitehead. You have to grab him around the legs and not let him move or make those spin moves on you. Good job there. And here comes a key third down play here. If Sally's can stop him here, they'll get a good field position. So this is a play early in this game.
3rd and 7. Benny Pennell, Jason Winchell, 302 Sports, your Spotlight game of the week. Middletown, Salesianum live from Baynard Stadium here in Wilmington, Delaware.
A packed house here at Baynard Stadium tonight, and you'd expect that between the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in the state of Delaware.
Back to pass goes Fry. No pressure, throws, and it's knocked away, incomplete.
Great coverage there by Salesianum as they were all over that one, and there's the 3 and out. And that's why that decision to punt, Benny, was good, because now you're going to get the ball back in good field position.
Potentially in Middletown territory, depending on this next punt. So a big stop there for Salesianum. Middletown, so far they just have looked very uncavalier-like.
Yes.
Could it be the bright lights of Baynard Stadium? We'll have to find out as the game goes on. The Cavaliers punting from their own end zone. Let's get a good one out. Kick is away, almost blocked. May have gotten a piece of it, because this one is going to bounce at the 30, roll to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they got a good bounce there, Middletown. But like you said, Sally's taking over at the 40 of Middletown's. Good field position here for Salesianum's 3rd drive of this game. They lead 7-0 with 7:30 left in this second quarter.
From the 40-yard line, Cooper Urban, you're thinking about 20 yards, and you're in automatic field goal range.
Yeah.
So Salesianum up 7-0 here. Your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell.
And we wanted to thank Salesianum for letting us come here tonight and broadcast this game for you guys.
Win back to pass. Airs this one out looking for Reagan. And he will be bumped. No pass interference call. It might not be catchable. You could argue that one.
Yeah, I think he let that just a little too far out of bounds, but good route there for Reagan.
Good pass, though, by Gwynn. If you're going to throw a deep ball, you got to throw it where only the receiver can catch it.
Right, you do not want the turnover deep in Middletown. And I like the play call there on first down with the short field, and you've been running the ball effectively. Try and hit them with that play-action fake, and it's good coverage there by Middletown.
Well, in 2 Salesianum drives previously, they've opened with runs,
yes.
So it's good to try and stretch the field out a little bit. Only about the 5th pass play, though, for Salesianum.
Yes.
Heavy on the run. That's Salesianum's MO. They'll give to Salvo. They'll run to the right side, not going down easy. Man fights for every yard he can get, and will get 5 on this run.
Yeah, it brings up a 3rd down and 5, but like you said, Benny, he was wrapped down at about the 38 and broke the tackle and was able to get an extra few yards on that one.
Carson Salvo running with a lot of fight in him. Salesianum up 7-0. This will be 3rd and about 5. And a key moment for Middletown because you cannot allow Salesianum to keep this drive going and really start to wear down that defense.
Right, and depending on the play here, you might be 4-down territory, Ben.
Cavaliers looking for a stop. Salesianum looking for another score. Gwynn back to pass. About a 10-step drop. We'll find Salvo. He drops it.
Yeah, I think he was trying to run before he caught that ball in, Benny, and key drop there, and it brings up an interesting call here on 4th down. It looks like Gwynn is staying out there right now, so they might go for it here.
Well, as my brother Vincent Pinella would say, too close to kick, too far away to punt. So you're in no man's land.
Right.
4th and 5 from the 35-yard line here in Baynard Stadium. Beautiful fall night.
Yeah, it is a great night for football, Benny, and we don't get a better game than number 1 versus number 2.
We'll see if Friday the 13th can be Salesianum's lucky number. Rolling out, Gwynn feels the pressure, pumps, he'll roll out some more. Now coming back to the left side. Thought about tucking it, throws, and he has DiNardo all by himself, and that's a touchdown!
Oh, what a play by Zach Gwynn and DiNardo there. What a play by Gwynn, stayed on his feet. Made something out of nothing, and he finds DiNardo there for a 35-yard touchdown, and Salesianum leads 13-0 in this one, Benny.
Jason, it's a Freaky Friday.
Yes, it is. You just said Friday the 13th, and that was an amazing play there for Salesianum. And you couldn't ask for a better start. That was a 4th down play, too, Benny.
From 4th and 5, make it no down because Salesianum gets a touchdown. And they'll look to go up 14-0 on the number 1 team in the state of Delaware. Impressive, impressive, impressive.
Yes.
So Cooper Urban to put a big exclamation point on otherwise perfect first half for Salesianum. Oh, botched.
Yeah, couldn't tell, but it looked like it might have been a low snap, and they were not able to get this hold down, so it's 13-0 Salesianum. And remember that point after a try, Benny, with 6:19 left here in the first half. But a great start here for the number 2 team, Salesianum.
Salesianum up 13-0 on the number 1 team in the state. All right, now we're going to send it down to our sideline.
Hey, fellas, that was an amazing touch. Zach Gwynn scrambles all the way to his right, comes back left. Everybody knows these 2 teams met back-to-back championships. The last one at Delaware State University in 2012. The first one at the University of Delaware Stadium 2013, and they split those. And some of the players that played in those games, Troy Reeder, Colby Reeder, and Kyle Cathers for Salesianum. Middletown had Darius Wade, Chris Godwin, who's now with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Jamar Baynard, who had a nice career at Wesley. So there's some history between these 2 teams and a lot of good players.
Absolutely,
and
some
more tonight. Now it's an amazing play by the Sal's offense. Back to you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much, Mike Lang, roaming the sidelines for us on 302 Sports.
And Benny, he hit the nail on the head. These 2 went back-to-back state championships. Middletown winning the last one at Del State, then Sally's winning the first one at University of Delaware.
Well, Salesianum will kick from their 40-yard line. Middletown down 13-0, Jason.
Yes.
I mean, you never want to say they're completely out of it, but
No,
right now
no.
it looks like not a lot of momentum.
No, I think this drive's important here because you're down to a little over 6 minutes left here in the second quarter, and you get the ball to start the second half.
Could get a 2-score swing if you're the Cavaliers. They'll take this one off the bounce.
And this is where
From the right
Middletown's
side.
dangerous. Good job there by the Sal's
Swallowed
defense.
up. No, he's still on his feet.
He's gone.
He's not down. No, he's not. He's not down, and Middletown certainly is not out because they will return this one to the house.
99 yards, I think, Benny, as he stayed on his feet.
No penalty flags.
No.
And Middletown, just when we thought they may be on their heels, they prove otherwise.
Benny, remember after the first kickoff, I said he had to kick it deep in the end zone because he was afraid of the return? And there, they get the return, and just like that, it's 13-6.
Unbelievable. 13-6, 13-7 pending the extra point. Salesianum, Rumba, the most, about Friday the 13th being a little odd.
And
Certainly pretty odd so far.
wait until you see the Middletown place kicker.
Got a leg like Urban?
She does. Kayla has a powerful boot.
Kick is up and it is good.
She's a really, really, really good kicker from Middletown, and that's what makes them very dangerous, Benny.
Kayla Berline. Successful field goal there puts Middletown only down 6 points.
Yep, 13-7, and just like that, Benny, you said, what did they need to do? I said, long drive and maybe get the ball in the second half. They said, we'll just return the kickoff 99 yards.
I said, what do you know, Jason
Yeah, that's
Winchell?
right. And and we both said it looked like they were swallowed up there, but they were not. Great
That's how
job.
Middletown's played this game. Kendrick Whitehead, the running back for Middletown, has ran like a man possessed, and even when he looks like he's down, he proves otherwise. Salesianum will look to try and return this kickoff for themselves and continue this Freaky Friday 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Benny Pinella alongside Jason Winchell. 13-7 is the score. Impressive showing by the special teams unit for Middletown and the offense for Salesianum.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, Benny. And Salesianum's defense, which held Middletown's first two drives, they didn't get to go out on the field there because the kickoff return.
Middletown has not scored an offensive touchdown just yet. Oh, botched it a little bit. This one's going to bounce to the 15. Salvo bobbled it a little bit and will get to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, so what a change in field position this is. The Salvo starts deep in their own territory after that kickoff. And Middletown's back in it with that 99-yard kickoff return. 5:57 left here in the second quarter. Salesianum comes out for its fourth drive of the game. So far, they're 2 for 3 on their three possessions with 2 touchdowns.
13-7 your score. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell for 302 Sports. Zachary Gwynn trying to march Salesianum 80 yards. He'll give to Salvo. He's been the guy so far for Salesianum. He gets pummeled backwards, but for a progression, will give him about 4 yards.
Yeah, good run there on first down. You get some positive yards, bring up a 2nd and 6. And as we saw in the last drive, Gwynn has an arm. So
Gwynn's got a cannon.
Yeah, he can be dangerous. You get that ground game going, and then you can mix in those play-action passes. It just becomes a dangerous team.
Interesting precursor on the previous drive was the long pass attempt to start it.
Yes.
It ends with a long pass attempt as well. Touchdown pass to Michael DiNardo. So Gwynn from I formation, 2 receivers. They'll split. He'll give to the fullback, and he'll plow his way up the middle. About 6 yards in a cloud of dust. Close to that. They'll make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and there you go. Sets up a makeable 3rd down, 3rd and 1, Benny. And if you're Salesianum, you'll take this all night.
That's the MO for trying to beat a Salesianum offense. You got to make it 3rd and long.
Yes.
Well, Zachary Gwynn has proved otherwise. 4th and 5 was the touchdown score. Zachary Gwynn passing it to Michael DiNardo. It's a 3rd and 1. How much money you putting on it's going to go to Salvo?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. It's a
no,
reverse.
It's going to be a keeper. DiNardo, he's brought down. Trying to get a little too fancy there.
Yeah, Benny, that was open because the Middletown defender was knocked down to the ground, but he did a great job from on the ground, tripping DiNardo up, and Middletown gets the 3 and out. They want it, and just like this, they're going to get the ball back.
4th and 2, definitely not the area where you want to go for it, because if you don't get it, well,
No.
You're giving it to them on your own 30-yard line.
That's an interesting call there on 3rd and 1. The way Salo's been
jet
running.
sweep.
Yeah.
Salesianum does not have a negative run when they ran it up the middle. It kind of makes you question the sweep decision there. Cooper Urban, though, will try to bail Salesianum out here with a good punt. Big leg from Urban. Liner, this one on a hop, bobbled, and Middletown
Yeah, but
will be brought down around the 28-27-yard line.
better job of gang tackling there, Benny, but he looked like he was trying to break that one, too.
Ernest Washington, he returned the kickoff for a touchdown, bobbling the punt there. Remember, the kickoff return for a touchdown was
Yes.
bobbled as well.
Absolutely.
So Middletown will set up from the 26-27-yard line.
Three-
Salesianum,
3:35 left, which is plenty of time for this Middletown offense. Tons of time.
they like to air it out.
Yeah.
Definitely think Nicholas Johnson's going to get a lot of attention if you're Salesianum's defense.
Yes. He's a good possession receiver.
Kenneth Edelin, he is at the bottom of your screen. Nicholas Johnson in the slot. Fry, thrown to the far side. This complete with a lot of room. Big hit there at the end of the play to the 45-yard line. Middletown, tick, 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 the clock working against Salesianum now.
Yeah, and what a job there. Normally it's the defender giving out the punishment. There the offensive player gave out the punishment with the nice boom. And Middletown's at their own 42 here. 43. 1st and 10. I believe he was out of bounds, so the clock stops at 3:28 left here in the second quarter. Salesianum clinging on to a 13-7 lead over Middletown here.
Salesianum looking for some extra pass rush from their big lineman, Bushweller. On the far side of your screen, they'll give it to Whitehead up the middle. He'll be swallowed right up by this Salesianum defense.
Yeah, great job there by Salesianum. I like that play call from Middletown. You came out, you threw on the last play. There you get a nice. You want to keep Whitehead involved because Whitehead can make people miss.
Well, it's almost one of these offenses where you have to decide who you want to cover
Yes.
and then stick to that person the entire game. Because if you can control Whitehead, well, you might have to give up some yards in the passing game.
And the thing with Middletown, they have 4 good receivers, so they can hit you with four wide, and next thing you know, he could go away from the guy you think is most dangerous.
It's like watching a pro offense.
Yes.
Whitehead in motion. Swings out. Fry feels the pressure. Rolls out. Uses his legs. Looking. He'll scramble. He'll cut up the field. He'll get the first down. A little more across midfield to the sidelines. Some collisions on the sidelines, but everyone okay.
And we saw Gwynn run earlier in the first drive. Now we're seeing Fry. Fry shows off his legs there. Gets the key first down here for Middletown. And more importantly, he got out of bounds to stop that clock.
Well, it is a duel of 2 of the better quarterbacks in the state. Zachary Gwynn, Drew Fry. Also 2 of the better running backs in the state. Kendrick Whitehead and Carson Salvo.
And it's been everything we expected it to be this early in this game, Benny. It's 2 great teams.
That's why it's your spotlight game of the week
Absolutely.
here. 13-7, Salesianum leading.
Again, thank you, Salesianum, for letting us come and do this game tonight.
Privileged
Yes.
and blessed. From the shotgun, Fry, 4 receivers. Whitehead to his right. He'll keep it. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He'll get about 3 yards. He'll be brought down at the 43-yard line.
Was that a little bit of the read option there, Benny?
Looked like it.
Yes.
I'm throwing everything in the kitchen sink of the Salesianum defense.
So it makes them so tough as you're a defensive coordinator and you're trying to game plan for them. Like you said, they threw everything in the kitchen sink at you. It's a tough offense to stop. And Sally's did it the first couple drives, so.
That's why Salesianum's going to rely heavily on their defensive linemen Casey Spink, Dominique O'Mara, and Logan Bushweller.
All very good players for Salesianum.
The big three linemen, they run a 3-4. This will be a penalty. Free play potentially for Fry. Throw in complete to Ernest Washington for a touchdown, but a penalty on this one.
Yeah, and I thought it was, see if it's offsides on Salesianum. We could not tell, but let's see. Middletown's coming back, so I think this might be on them. Let's see. It is.
It's a false start on Middletown. Fry had a touchdown pass to Kenneth Edlin. It'll be called back.
And Middletown's had those penalties in the early first drive. That's a huge one there because that went for a 45-yard touchdown. So that's more than a 45. I mean, that's more than a 5-yard penalty. It's more
Especially
like a 50.
as the clock winding down, 1:40 left here in the second quarter. I should say the first half.
But you saw Fry's arm there.
Yes.
And we've seen Gren's arm. You can't ask for a better quarterback battle sitting up here. I'm enjoying this one.
Also talk about the importance of that one getting called back.
Yes.
Middletown gets the ball in the second half.
Right. And that's why I said this drive is important for them because they can make it a two-score swing here.
From the 49-yard line, Middletown, a lot of penalties here in the first half for them. Definitely a lot of things Zachary Blum has to address when it comes to halftime.
Yes, absolutely.
Shotgun set. 4 receivers, 3 at the top of your screen. Trips close to the line. Fry feels the pressure. Rolls out to his left. Slings it just out of the reach of Kenneth Edlin.
And you said the key word there. He slung that ball out there and just missed the receiver. It was a little wide. But again, great job by Fry feeling the pressure, stepping up. As we've seen both quarterbacks avoid the pressure, and they're both very calm back there and do a good job of giving the ball to their receivers.
Line play key in this one. That's going to be the deciding factor.
And Middletown calls a timeout because this is a key third down play here.
3rd and 12. I can argue 3rd and 13.
And that, like you said, that was a big penalty because he hit wide open Edelin right there and for a big play, and it got called back. And you saw that now. You have potential of 2 big plays for Middletown. And you had the big play to Leonardo for Salesianum. So this game, kind of what we expected, it's going to have those big plays in it.
Get a feeling our producer is going to have a lot of highlights to edit with this one.
Yes.
Well, timeout as we give you another scoring update. 13-7, Salesianum has the lead over the #1 team in the state of Delaware. Middletown Cavaliers. Salesianum, the #2 team in the state of Delaware. Talking about Salesianum's schedule, they are 4-1, playing some tough teams so far. A lot of out-of-state teams.
Yes, and now after this, you get William Penn. Smyrna's on the schedule later. St. Mark's, it's a rivalry game. Those things are never easy.
Toss up. Fry from the shotgun. Whitehead moving out 4 receivers to the top of your screen. 5 total. Fry feeling it, stepping up, completing it to Johnson, and he will have about a 30-yard gain to the, more than that, a 40-yard gain to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the dangerous thing of Johnston there. He was able to break free. But give Middletown's line credit, Benny. He had plenty of time to throw that ball. And when Fry has that time, he will pick the defense apart, any defense in the state.
Also want to point out, because Salesianum mixed the extra point, if Middletown scores a touchdown here and gets the extra point, they have the lead going into the half.
Absolutely, and what a swing. I mean, it was 13-0 here early in the second quarter, and it was 6:35 left in the second quarter. And then the 99-yard kickoff return, and now Middletown's offense is right back.
Pass to Edlin. He'll be knocked down at the 5-yard line, maybe the 4-yard line with some forward progress. Your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Middletown, Salesianum, a matchup of 1 versus 2. The biggest game in high school football in the state of Delaware tonight.
Yes, it is, and there's a bunch of good big games here tonight in the state of Delaware with the #3 Smyrna and #4 Sussex Central battling out.
Nick Halliday and Pat Garriani's on the call for that one. Fry from the shotgun. Whitehead to his right, but he'll keep it up the middle and be brought down. So it'll be 3rd and interesting here for Middletown.
14 seconds left, Benny.
You call a timeout, you gotta.
Yeah.
Middletown will do that. 14 seconds left in the first half. Middletown will get the ball back in the second half.
Yes.
So any kind of points here will do if you're the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and like you said, with that missed extra point, you get 3 out of here. It's only a 3-point game. So it's big third down play here. I think you take a shot in the end zone and then kick on fourth down if you don't get it, if you don't get the first down. But the clock does stop on the first down, so.
I'm willing to bet everyone on that Middletown bench wants a little more than just a field goal.
Absolutely. Especially in this game, because we've seen that both teams can move the ball.
Salesianum at one point led 13-0. Then Middletown returned a kickoff, 96 yards for a touchdown. Ernest Washington returning it for Middletown, and well, that's why we're at this point. 13-7, Middletown 5 yards away from pay dirt. Salesianum doing everything they can to stop them. Another flag.
This might be an interesting call here.
And they're going to back up Middletown.
Another false start penalty, Benny.
Feels like penalty number 1,000 on Middletown in the first half.
If Sally's has had one, it's probably just one, because I don't remember many calls against them. And that's normally what hurts either team when you're playing 1 versus 2. You have to stay
Johnson, Edelin, the receivers to the bottom of your screen. Swing pass to Edelin, incomplete. It will say it's incomplete, not a backwards pass. And that sets up 4th down and long.
Yeah, this is an interesting call, Benny, because it's after the penalty, it backs that kick up a little bit. It would be about a 31-yard field goal.
You also have to think 11 seconds left in the first half.
Yes.
But there's no, to get the first down, you either have to score or get between the 1 yard line and the 2 yard line.
Right, and you have no timeouts left. So if you're going to go short of the end zone, you might as well get out of bounds.
But maybe this affects Zach Blum's decision making because okay, if you don't get it here, let's say okay, you opt to go for it.
Yeah.
You don't elect to kick the field goals.
It's
You get the ball to begin the second half.
Right. I think that makes it an easy call because that just seemed after that penalty that it takes you right on the edge of field goal range.
Middletown will go for it. Go for glory, Zach Blum says. Well, he has Drew Ryan Whitehead, Johnson, and Edelin to the bottom of your screen. 4 receiver set. The biggest play of the game so far. Pressure. Fry feels it. Rolls out to his right. Throws to the end zone. It's caught by Johnson for a touchdown.
What a diving catch. What a diving catch there by Johnson. That might be a 302 Sports play of the week.
Nicholas Johnston diving to make a catch, more importantly, to give Middletown a chance to take the lead.
Yes. What an absolutely, like you said, a gutsy call, and what a great job by Fry. He felt the pressure, he got out of the pocket and threw a absolute laser to Johnston, and what a big play there for Middletown.
Caleb Erline to put Middletown ahead in a game where they felt like they were miles away from the lead at one point. Kick is up, and it is wide, so we'll go 13-13 into the half.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better first half than we just saw here, Benny. And I think is there time for a kickoff?
There is.
3 seconds left, and we saw Middletown return one earlier, so. But what a great first half we've had here, Ben. You can't ask for a better first half than we've seen.
Salesianum reeled off the first 2 scores, missed an extra point to go up 13-0. Middletown, they've responded. Returned a kickoff, 96 yards for a touchdown. And then got a pass completion from Fry to Johnson, an impressive one at that, to go up 13, or make it 13-13, excuse me, missing the extra point, failing to go up.
Yes.
So Salesianum with 3 seconds left will make something happen here. Get your hands team out there, all your fast runners. You see DiNardo, Salvo, and Jasmine Lynch.
And then is this an interesting call for Middletown? Do you kick it deep? Do you squib kick it? I would probably squib kick it.
Yeah, I figured squib kick it or onside kick it or something just to get the clock going. Asim Lynch, Salvo, DiNardo back to return this kick.
All 3 very dangerous for the Salves.
You figure 11 guys out there might get a chance to touch this one if they can try to get something. Now they'll like to kick it deep. And Salesianum with return. Yep, man gets it to the 25-yard line, and that will do it for the first half of play. Your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week, and it's delivered on every level. Number 1 versus number 2, 13-13 is the score as we go into the halftime.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better half, Benny, and we will send you to some commercials and watch the band perform and be back for an exciting second half here.
On 302 Sports, your Spotlight Game of the Week, 13-13.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley, cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products. Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image, you envision, we create.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302Sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. Sir Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302Sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Back here at Baynard Stadium here for the start, getting ready to start the second half, Benny. And what a first half we had here tonight.
Yes, it's your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang roaming the sidelines for us here. And an impressive first half of football for both of these teams. Middletown early on did not look like they were together on the field. As a matter of fact, we'll give you a quick scoring recap to boot. First score for Salesianum was a touchdown run by Carson Salvo. They followed that up with an immediate drive going down the field and scoring with a Zach Wynn pass completed to Michael DiNardo. They didn't miss the extra point. Remember that, because when we continue the scoring recap, it's going to be pretty interesting. Also, we'll have a segment with Zach Wynn coming up with Mike Lang on the sidelines, just a couple minutes away from that. So Salesianum up 13-0. Jason, at that point, it kind of looked like Salesianum had everything rolling. Yeah,
they did. And it was 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half after that second touchdown. So it looked like they were going to have a nice lead going into the break.
Middletown was on their heels at that point, but then miracle happened. We were talking about it being a freaky Friday the 13th. Well, they returned a 96-yard kickoff for a touchdown. Get the extra point onto that. So they're down 6 at that point, 13-7.
Yeah, and then more impressively, they came out in the next series, held Sally's to a 3-and-out, and got the ball back in good field position.
That's when they decided to drive with the final 3 minutes, getting within 10 seconds before scoring. Drew Fry completing one to Nicholas Johnston for a touchdown. An impressive catch by Johnston.
Nice.
Really impressive plays all around.
Yeah, and it was a fourth down play. It was a key fourth down play. Good job by Fry getting out of the pocket. And like you said, what a brilliant catch by Johnston.
And right now, though, we are going to talk about Zach Wynn. He had a big touchdown play earlier in the game. Zach Wynn throwing to DiNardo, scrambling all over the field. Mike Lang has some more in history.
Hey, guys. About a minute 20 to go here. Just want to talk a little bit more about this Middletown-Salesianum rivalry. You know, in 2015, the state semifinals were right here at Baynard, and Salesianum won 27-21. Middletown ended up a yard short of tying the Sals right in the last seconds of the game. And on that night, Zach Wynn was then a sophomore, had to come in to replace Garrett Cannon, who broke his ankle right out here on about the 20-yard line behind us. So Zach Wynn is now the 2-year starter for the Sals. And Jason, you remember he started against Smyrna in the state championship game at UD Stadium a week after that semifinal. And Zach has really become entrenched here as the starter at Sally's. So a lot of history between these two teams. I got one more historical nugget to go later in the game. And I also have a couple of score updates for you. Tower Hill Volleyball 3-2 over Conrad this afternoon. And Ursuline 3, Newark Charter 1 tonight. So Ursuline defeats the Patriots, but it wasn't easy. And just wave me down. We'll check in with you guys a little later on. And back to you up there.
Thank you very much, Mike. He is a fantastic sideline reporter, Jason.
Yes, he is. And he's keeping us filled in other sports other than football, man. A couple of key volleyball matches there.
The other night,
he
he
gave
was
us
talking to his phone.
Also, as he was warming up, Zach Wynn right next to Mike Lang for that segment. Speaking of football scores, or scores all around, Smyrna and Sussex Central getting a score update, 18-13 at the half. Smyrna leading that one.
Another battle of two top 5 teams. Smyrna number 3, Sussex Central number 4. Sounds like another good game out there, Benny.
And Smyrna definitely be doing some scoreboard watching as well. Number 1, number 2 team in the state of Delaware, Salesianum and Middletown. We talked about Middletown getting the kickoff to start the second half. Well, here it is. Cooper Urban, big boot. This one a low liner to the 5-yard line, returned by Washington. They'll take it to the right side. It'll be brought down at the 25-yard line. Washington returning a kickoff for a touchdown. And that was a big part of the scoring rally that Middletown had earlier.
Yeah, like you said, it changed the complexion of this game around there in the first half, as Sal is clinging to a 13-0 lead. And Benny, it looked like everyone thought he was down except for him, and he continued running and went to the house.
96 yards, the return for that kickoff, an impressive return in and of itself. Salesianum had to figure out a way to stop this Middletown offense. They kind of figured it out earlier, finding a way to contain Drew Fry and Kendrick Whitehead, but towards the end of the half, Fry, Whitehead, the combination was Fry and Johnston scoring that touchdown. They'll give it to Whitehead. Now we'll keep it. Fry to the right side, and it's complete. Incomplete to Kenneth Edlin.
Yeah, it looked like the FAR official called it incomplete right away. So good coverage there by Salesianum. They were all over that one. And we said this Middletown offense is dangerous because it can hit you with the pass, and they can hit you with the run, and they have 5 excellent receivers.
Salesianum's defensive front, Bushweller, Skirvanek, and Spink doing their best job to try and contain Drew Fry, who scrambled for a couple of yards earlier in the first half. Fry, 2 running backs, 2 receivers to the top of his screen. Whitehead now taking a step back. And they'll give it to him. Whitehead to the right side. Oh, we'll get a couple of yards on this one. Good run for Kendrick Whitehead, 5-yard gain.
Yeah, it was second effort. He just plowed through that line, Benny, and good job for him. It brings up a 3rd and manageable. We talked about that with Sally's offense. Middletown's offense would like to get in these 3rd and manageables too.
Check that. That was Alex Green on the run there for Middletown. The Cavaliers now have a 3rd and 3-yard line, or 3 yards to go for the first down.
Yeah, that's a nice 7-yard run there on second down after that incompletion.
Middletown center breaking the huddle a little early.
They're starting they were down to 3 seconds on the play clock, and Middletown gets the timeout, Benny, so they don't lose those 5 yards.
Middletown, a lot of miscues in this game for them. Over, I'd say, 6-7 penalties for them so far in the first half, and then, of course, having to burn a timeout early in the second half. And that's going to play the complexion of this game, because if you remember the end of the first half, it took that drive. They had to use all of their timeouts to try and milk that 3 minutes. You know, you lose a timeout early in the second half, that can play into the later part of the game.
And I guess the coach felt like he'd rather have a 3rd and 3 or 4 than a 3rd and 8 and 9 here, because it's a important first drive here in the second half. So he elects to take the timeout there, Benny, because they were going to get nailed with that delay of game, because the ref was down. He starts counting when there's 5 seconds left. You'll see this back judge start counting, because we can't see it. There is no play clocks.
Straight up 11 minutes left here in the third. Pass out to the flat to Johnston. Complete. He'll get a first down, a couple extra yards as well to finish off that play. And Fry to Johnston has been the combination that is really starting to carve up Salesianum's defense.
Yeah, and I love that play call there. You throw it to him in that running motion in the backfield and let him make the players miss. Gets that key first down, and good play design after that timeout there by Middletown.
13-13 at the half. As Middletown continues to drive. Cavaliers setting up with 4 receivers. White had the running back. Fry will keep it. A little bit of an option play there. He'll take a punishing hit, maybe get a yard.
Yeah, and like you said, the read option again. We saw Middletown use that in the first half. He elects to keep it there, and good job by the Sally's defense. As like you said, they hit him hard, and as a quarterback, you don't like taking licks like that all the time.
Drew Fry, he has a little bit of a warrior mentality
yes,
to him. Salesianum's swarming defense stopping him for 2 yards. And the Cavaliers continuing their drive here to start the second half. Split running backs, 2 to either side, 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Fry back to pass, feels the pressure, steps up, throws, slings it. Edlin the catch, a big one, 25 to the 25-yard line. And Fry with a big play, but
dirty laundry on the field, Benny. Back at the, this could be in the holding area. I didn't see it though, so. Yeah,
it is holding on Middletown.
That's the second time they've had a big pass play called back because of a penalty.
Not to say there's at least a million penalties that have been called on Middletown all game long.
This reminds me of the Eagles game last night. It seemed like every time the Eagles turned around, there was a penalty on them.
Cavaliers against the world.
Yes.
Pacing 10 back, that's going to be a major loss.
Yeah, because in high school, it's not from the line of scrimmage, it's from word of foot. Yes.
Wow, all the way to the 23-yard line.
So they went from Salesianum's 25 after the pass, all the way back to their own 20.
Second and a century.
Yeah.
For the Cavaliers.
Benny, I think they have to get past Dewey here for this first down.
They have to pick up 2 first downs to get 1 first down.
Yes.
It's far, folks.
Yes, it is.
Fry from the shotgun. Back to pass. He'll flip it to Whitehead. We'll get a couple of yards.
Good reaction defense there by the Sal's. They sniffed out that screen. I do like that play call when you have second and forever. Get Whitehead out in some space and maybe make tacklers miss, but a good job there by Salesianum.
First down is the 46-yard line. 47-yard line's the first down. This one will go from third and, oh, man, 21. The PA guys say about. Yeah, it's about a while.
and we've seen Fry can sling it down the field if he's got time, so it's not impossible.
Receivers to the top of your screen. Fry back to pass, feels the pressure, rolls out to his right, slings it down the field, and it is caught by Johnston. What an impressive catch.
Yeah, it is, and now it brings them up to 4th and manageable here. But if I was Middletown, I'd punt here, but it gets you good field position to get the punt off.
Well, Middletown had to fight all the way back just to make it 4th and 5.
And what a job. Fry's on the run, so it's hard for him to throw that ball 25 yards to get the first down. Great job by Johnson coming back to get his receiver to target, make the catch. And like we said, it's short of the first down, but at least it gets you in a good punt position.
And Fry's got an arm. Here's the Middletown punt. Oh, now Salesianum special teams. This one will take a very Cavalier bounce to the Salesianum 26, 27-yard line. That's the Sal's will set up for their second drive of the second half.
First drive.
First drive of the second half, excuse me.
For Sally's. Second drive overall as Middletown got the ball to start the second half.
That Middletown drive felt like forever.
Yes, because and like you said, we thought they had that big play down to the Salesianum 25, and it turned out they went back to their own 25.
13-13 is the score on your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang on the sideline for us.
Leonard Evans on the camera.
We'll give to Carson Salvo. He'll plow up the middle. Gain about 3 yards on that one.
So I guess Sally's halftime adjustment would be give the ball to Carson Salvo some more here in the second half.
We're like sticking to the game plan.
Yes.
They've been doing that all day long with Carson Salvo.
And like you said, Benny, you would think as a defensive coordinator, you know Sally's, they're going to run the ball, but it's always successful here since Donardo has been the coach.
That's going to be such a mentally breaking thing.
Yes.
Defensive coordinator, you know what Salesianum's going to do. They do it again. Salvo up the middle again, running between the guard and tackle and crushing some Cavaliers.
He fumbled.
Wait, ball's out. Middletown saying they have it. And we await the pile, and they do.
Yep. Middletown gets the ball.
Carson Salvo coughs it up, and the Cavaliers take over at the 32-yard line.
Yes. As that fumble came out as he was fighting for some extra yards there. So
second effort actually ends up hurting Salesianum.
Good job by the Middletown defense, and that was like a WWE scrum there, trying to get the ball at the bottom of that pile. It took the refs a while to figure out who had it.
A couple elbows being thrown there. We have a flag. Oh no, another penalty. This one on Middletown, it looks like.
I wonder if it was a sideline warning. Let's see.
We'll see what it is, but
considering that nobody was out here for the play, sideline warning on Middletown. So no yards, but it is their warning. Next time it's a 15-yard penalty, I believe. So
you only get one warning.
Yes.
Middletown penalized all game long. They fought themselves, but find themselves at the 32-yard line of Salesianum. Fry back to pass. Scanning. Feels the pressure. Steps up. Slings it. That one between Kenneth Edlin and Ernest Washington.
So this first turnover of the game, Benny, and Middletown takes over deep in Sally's territory. Now it's the Sal's defense to try and hold them here. In a big spot here early in this third quarter. And so Sally's first play from scrimmage turns into the second play from scrimmage turns into a fumble here in the second half.
Salesianum has done a decent job corralling this Cavalier offense.
Yes, they have.
Only one score for the Cavaliers offensively. The other one, a 96-yard touchdown return. We'll give it to Green. He'll plow up the middle. Salesianum having a tough time wrapping him up. We'll get close to a first down on that run.
Another shifty runner for this Middletown team as he made some guys miss and picks up, looks like about 8 or 9 yards there, Benny. Brings up a 3rd and short.
3rd and 2. And this is where, if you're Salesianum defensively, it's a very frustrating 2 yards because the Cavaliers can throw the ball still and run the ball.
Yeah, because it's 3rd and 2. You're going for it on 4th down here because you're deep in Sally's territory, so why not? You can open up your playbook here on this 3rd down play. It doesn't necessarily have to be a run.
2 backs, 3 receivers. Fry back to pass, throws to the far side of the field, and it's marked incomplete.
Yeah, Sally's did a good job reading that play. It looked like he was taking a pick 6 there, Benny, as he came flying across, but it's incomplete. Like I said, on 3rd and 2, I like that call because you're going to go for it on 4th down, and you're having success passing the ball. Key 4th down play here for both teams.
4th and 2 for the Cavaliers. Kenneth Edlin, the intended receiver on the previous play. Fry in the huddle.
6:08 left here in the third quarter.
13-13 your score. 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. The number 1 team versus the number 2 team. Middletown. Fry from shotgun. Salesianum trying to stop him defensively. Fry will keep it up the middle. It looks like he might have it. No. The pile. He's moved back.
Forward progress is going to give it. He's going to be really close. I think he's got it.
They are going to roll it a first down.
Yeah, I think the forward progress. He was past that line to gain. Let's see. They haven't officially ruled first down. Let's see if they're going to bring the chain gang in. They're eyeballing it, and they're going to get a first down.
A lot of people held their breath in Baynard Stadium.
And I like that call. Johnson took it, Fry took it straight up the middle, right after the snap. Gets the first down.
An impressive run for Fry, forcing himself to get a first down. From Salesianum's 21-yard line, Middletown trying to take the lead. This Middletown offense, tough to game plan for. 4 receivers, Whitehead to Fry's right. Fry feeling the pressure. 10-step drop, throws the end zone. It's caught, popped down, incomplete.
Yeah. That would have been another great catch in this game, Benny. We've seen so many great plays here tonight. That one, like you said, as he hit the ground, the ball popped out.
But Fry has not been afraid to throw it downfield and stretch this Salesianum defense.
And we did Middletown's first 2 games on 302 Sports against Smyrna and William Penn, and he threw numerous touchdown passes. He can sling the ball. Makes it so tough for defense.
Could argue he has the best arm in the state of Delaware.
I don't think there's a doubt on that one. He definitely has the best arm.
2nd and 10. Fry from the shotgun. Whitehead to his left. Throws a quick screen to Johnston. He'll be wrapped up. Gained about 3 yards on that one, maybe 2.
Yeah, good job there by the Salesianum defense. We've seen them hit Johnston on that screen pass and picks up 8 to 10 yards. There they hold them to a minimal gain. Brings up 3rd and long here. It's inside the red zone, Benny.
5 minutes, 10 seconds in the 3rd. 13-13 the score. Ben Pella, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang on the sidelines. This 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Fry back to pass, rolls to his left, feels the pressure, wrapped up, brought down, but gets the ball out just in time to Johnston, just out of his reach, incomplete. 4th down, and about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, 4 down territory here, so Middletown's going to go for it. And they've had success. Their touchdown was on a 4th down play, Benny, so.
Same for Salesianum as well. 4th down has been the magic number for both of these teams when it comes to scoring.
Salesianum trying to fire up this big crowd here.
Everyone in Baynard Stadium, they paid for a seat. They're not using it. Sold out crowd here in Wilmington, Delaware, as Middletown and Salesianum 1 versus 2. And right now, Middletown 6 yards away from a first down, a score away from taking the lead. 13-13. Fry from the shotgun. White to his left, 1 receiver to his left, trips to the top of your screen. Fry feeling the pressure, steps up trying to run. He'll be brought down and stopped on 4th down.
Yeah, there's Salesianum's defense holds after the turnover, Benny, and Middletown turns it over on downs. Great job by the Sal's defense. The first half we saw both teams' offenses doing a good job. Here in the second half so far it's been defense.
You heard the soul of the Salesianum crowd come to life right there. Salesianum getting the ball back at the 21-yard line.
Thank you for joining us tonight here on 302 Sports. As Benny said, it's our 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week, and we are in for a dandy one. We always seem to pick the best games of the week, Benny. We've had some good ones here.
13-13 is the score, and well, we're not even close to an ending. Go to the far side. It wasn't Salvo that time. That was Wheatley.
Jesse Wheatley.
Makes you wonder, after Salvo fumbled, they might give Wheatley some carries.
Yeah, and Sally's does do that. They'll give Wheatley and Nolan and a bunch of carries here. So, I mean, I'll tell you what, Gwen gets a workout after every play. He runs all the way over to the coach, all the way back to the huddle.
Well, Gwen has an interesting story as to how he became a starting quarterback back in 2015. Coming in, he's not really looked back since then after an injury.
Yeah, right here in the semifinal game.
Win back to pass, throws, and it's intercepted by Middletown. To the 10, to the 5, Middletown takes the lead.
Yeah, pick 6 there, Benny, as he does a great job of reading the Gwynn pass. He picks it off, steps in front of it, and takes it back to the house. And Middletown jumps out to a 19-13 lead here, Benny.
Tamar Teagle.
Yeah.
For the Cavaliers, returns an interception. Defense and special teams They've scored on all three facets of the game. Middletown has taken a 19-13 lead.
Yeah, great job there by Middletown. And here you go. Sally's has had run 4 offensive plays here in this half. 2 turnovers. And so they played a clean first half. Not so clean here in the second half.
19 consecutive points for the Cavaliers. Berline for the kick. She's got a great leg. Snap down, hold, kick is up, and it's blocked!
Yeah, good penetration there by the Salesianum defense. They got right in there and block it. And so it's 19-13, Middletown in the lead here. But again, Sally's is doing a good job on penetration, and the extra points have been problems here tonight.
Middletown fighting back, down 13-0 at one point in the first half. Well, not so much, 19-13 since. It has been all Cavaliers.
That's why they're top-ranked team. They've settled down. They've still getting a little penalties, but it's settled down since the first quarter, and they've really turned the momentum around. And now it's their defense. 2 turnovers here to start the second half. And if you're Sally's defense, you've given up, of the 19 points, you had a kickoff return and an interception return. So Sally's defense is playing pretty good tonight.
Turnovers have really hurt Salesianum in this one. But if you're the Cavaliers, how important was it to get the ball back starting the second half?
Oh,
yeah. Score that touchdown, you set the tone a little bit.
Well, what happened was they got that 3rd and forever. They got a nice gain on it to set up a punt deep in Sally's territory. Then they get the fumble. And then you have the, right after the fumble, Sally's turns it over on downs, but then Gwynn goes back, gets hit on the throw, and it turns into a pick 6.
Berline booting it. The up man for Salesianum getting this one. He'll bring it to the 30-yard line, maybe the 20-yard line. And the Cavaliers crush him backwards. I'm going to say the 28-yard line is where Salesianum's going to set up.
And so if you're Salesianum, you have to put that interception behind you. You got to get out and try and make something happen on this drive. I think I get back to that ground game, Benny, that was successful in the first half. So far in the second half, it's been stopped by Middletown.
Carson Salvo on the sidelines for Salesianum. They're going with Wheatley. Since Salvo fumbled, he has not been on the field for an offensive play. You give it to Wheatley up the middle, he'll be brought right back.
Yeah, so Wheatley's had 2 runs here in the second half. They've gone nowhere. So it's a good job by the Middletown defense. We said, you know what Sally's is going to do. The question is, can you beat their offensive line and stop it? And Middletown has done that so far here in the second half.
Well, the game plan always for Salesianum has been pound the rock, run it up the middle. Guard center, guard tackle is how they usually run, which makes, you would think, easy for teams to game plan against them, but they've been able to make it work regardless, which is why they're one of the most frustrating teams to game plan against. Because, you know, throw out to the flat, incomplete, intended for Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan hit him in the hands, and he was not able to hold on to it. It looks like he's upset at himself for not holding on to it. But Middletown was all over that play, and it wasn't going to go for much. 3rd
and about 9 yards, but to finish my point,
yes,
defensively, if you're game planning for Salesianum, they're a very frustrating team because you know they're going to run, you're trying to stop the run, and they still run on you.
Yes.
As they can't run it here. 3rd and 9. You can imagine they might be going back to pass on this one.
Yeah, we said if you're Middletown, you'd like to put Salesianum in 3rd and long. They do in this series here.
Gwynn back to pass. Last time he attempted it, threw an interception. He'll be sacked this time. The Cavaliers on a crusade to stop Salesianum. And did it there.
And yeah, now they get the ball back again, and they've had the ball for most of this second half. Great job there by the Middletown defense. And since that 4th down pass to Donardo there late in the second quarter with 6 minutes to go, Sally's offense has not been able to get any first downs.
The Cavaliers, a second half team. I got it going against Smyrna after trailing in that one, or having a lot of penalties, and we have an injured Cavalier on the field. This doesn't look good.
No.
I'm trying to get you a name in a little bit. Well, as his injuries on the field, we're going to take a quick timeout here on 302 Sports Weekly. Your game of the week 19-13.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And we're back here at Baynard Stadium. 19-13, Middletown in the lead, and it's 4th down for Salesianum.
Thank you, Jason. That injured Cavalier was Camillus Lockett. Linebacker, the junior, 6'2", 191 pounds. Big man for the Cavaliers to lose on that one. It's a punt for Salesianum. Cooper Urban, the big kick. This one crossing midfield, bouncing at around the 35 and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Middletown leads in our 302 Spotlight game of the week, 19-13. Only one score splits them up, but Salesianum offensively has not been able to get a lot going. So you think defensively, we're thinking turnover.
Yeah, and we see what the Middletown has done on their 2 turnovers here in the second half. So now if you're the Salesianum defense, you're thinking, why not us? Let's get a turnover. And if you're Middletown, this is a important drive here. You were down 2 scores. Now you have a potential of going up 2 scores.
Why not us? Love it.
Yes.
Salesianum setting up defensively on a 3-4. And so far it's been a swarming 3-4. Defensively, they've been able to stop Middletown despite the score. Now, Middletown only scoring 1 offensive touchdown. Fry up the middle to Green again. Looks like Green and Whitehead starting to split carries here in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Middletown's got a balanced running game. And
save some tread on Whitehead as well, yeah.
Absolutely. We said both team schedules get harder. Middletown goes to face an out-of-state team next week on the road. I believe it's Upper Darby, if I remember correctly. And then Sally's is home here against William Penn next week. So a couple of big games for both teams next week.
And the Salesianum's reunion weekend. Fry back to pass. No pressure. Throws this one to the far side, complete to Edlin. He'll be brought down. Picking up the first down, about 5 yards more to midfield. 46-yard line.
Edelin's one of the best receivers in the state. Sally's has done a good job of shutting him down a little bit tonight. But there he gets a nice separation from the defender. And he steps in front of that ball, and it's a first down pass, so it's nothing better.
I mentioned Johnston a lot. Edlin, he's quietly the top receiver for this Cavaliers offense.
Yeah, every defense focuses on shutting him down, that you open up the game plan for other wide receivers to contribute.
Johnston in the slot, Edlin to the top of your screen. Fry rolling out, will sling this one to Johnston. He'll scamper to the 50-yard line, and now the Cavaliers at midfield, no, crossing midfield to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Middletown's offense is starting to get in sync. Like we said, Sally's defense has held them to just 1 touchdown on the offensive side of the ball, but Middletown's starting to move.
The Cavs got it clicking. Could be in here for a doozy. Yeah, 1 versus 2, 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell. Mike Lang on the sidelines. We'll hear from him coming up in a little bit.
Benny, it's your first football game with us this year, and it's a doozy.
Haven't had a football game in a while. Fry from the shotgun. Whitehead to his left. Whitehead will get the ball, and he'll be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Big loss there for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, good job there by the Salesianum defense. And I believe we have some breaking news. It looks like number 1 Woodbridge fell today to Milford. They're in the Division II battle, so a big win for Milford ends Woodbridge's 19-game winning streak. Meanwhile, in the Smyrna game, Will Knight returning a touchdown. Yeah, he's having another big game for the Smyrna. He was our 302 Sports Player of the Week the first week, and he's on pace for another week. So it brings up 3rd and another long here for the Middletown offense. And this is where, if you're the Sally's defense, you got to get off the field on this play. This has been surprisingly a defensive, I guess you could say, chess match between these two teams. Yes. Salesianum defensively only allowing 1 score
Middletown has utilized the turnover and the special teams to take a 19-13 lead.
Oh, that was the end of the third quarter, Benny. We didn't even notice that.
So while it is the end of the third quarter, we'll hear from Mike Lang in a little bit on your 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell as Middletown takes the field again. They'll flip sides this time.
Yeah, so if you're Middletown, it's a third down, first play here of the fourth quarter. Big play here. If you're Middletown, you can get the first down. You can eat some clock here with the 6-point lead.
Third and about 13. Ball at the Middletown, I will say, 46-yard line. A 43-yard line. Just a little bit off.
Yeah.
Fry back to pass. 5 receivers. Feels the pressure, and he's sacked.
A well-timed blitz there for the Salesianum defense. He came in on a jailbreak and get a big sack, and now you bring up fourth and forever. And if you're Sallies, you might get some good field position out of this one.
Field position has been the battle all day long for these two teams. Sack for sack, turnover. Well, Salesianum has yet to force a turnover, excuse me.
Yes.
I get the feeling that may be coming at some point. So Middletown will have to punt. 4th and 15. Oh, maybe 4th and about 20 after the sack. Another good rush for Salesianum in terms of the coverage. This one will take a favorable bounce for Salesianum. The 38-yard line. That's where Salesianum will take over. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang on the sidelines. We will hear from Mike in just a little bit. 19-13 your score here for the Spotlight Game of the Week. Jason, what's been so impressive about this game so far for you?
I think the fact that it's been really competitive. Both teams have came out. Sally's got their offense going later. Middletown weathered the storm and now takes a lead. But there, the Sally's defense forces the punt after 2 back-to-back sacks, and now they get the offense going.
Up the middle for Salesianum, maybe a yard to gain.
I think if you're Salesianum, you might have to bring Carson Salvo back in this game and try and get him going again.
He's not seen a carry since fumbling.
Yeah. And when you play in these 1 and 2 battles and you turn the ball over, coach tends to you gotta stay away from these turnovers.
Hand off to Salvo this time. Oh, there is a carry for him. Stuffed, about a 2-yard gain for Carson Salvo.
Yeah, there hasn't been much room in the running game since the second quarter for the Sal's. Middletown has done a good job. If we know what their halftime adjustment was, you guys have to beat the guys up front and win that battle up front, and they have here in the second half.
You can imagine Zach Blum said 3 words: stop the run. So Salesianum, 2 receivers, 2 running backs. Zach Gwynn from under center. They'll give. No, he won't. He'll keep it. Play action. Gwynn steps up, throws, and it's complete to Reagan.
Wow, we've seen some amazing plays by both quarterbacks.
DiNardo with the reception. A very impressive play by Zach Gwynn.
Yes. Avoids the pressure in the backfield. Kind of reminds me of that touchdown pass he threw to DiNardo. He avoids the pressure, steps up in the pocket, and delivers a nicely timed throw. And there's the first down in the second half for the Sal's.
So Salesianum from midfield now, the 49-yard line. Salesianum going to marching. DiNardo, Reagan, the receivers, 2 running backs. Zach Gwynn, the quarterback. We'll give to Salvo. Plow to the left side, excuse me. Get about 5 yards. Take him across midfield.
That's the best run here in the second half for the Sal's offense. And nice job there by Salvo. And Benny, he had 2 hands on that ball as he was going down. He was not going to fumble that one.
And turnovers are going to be costly in this one as we wind it down here in the fourth quarter. Under 10 minutes to play. 1 score is the difference, 19-13. Salesianum trying to change that on this drive. From the 46, Gwynn under center, 2 receivers, 2 running backs. Back to pass, Gwynn scans, feels it, throws, and it's almost complete to Reagan.
Yeah, just a little high. Reagan went up and almost was able to grab that ball in. I like that play call on 2nd and 5. Throw a nice ball, still brings up 3rd and 5.
You got to try to overthrow Reagan. 6'3"
I
is.
know. A couple weeks ago, Benny, he had one of the top plays in our 302 Sports Weekly show. He got that 1 foot down in the back of the end zone against Urbana a couple weeks ago. And,
impressive circus catch for the 6'3" junior. I feel like we're going to see one more probably in his career, 1 or 2 more. We'll give DeSalvo this to the left side, and he will be corralled quickly. Penalty, this one coming in towards the end of the game. That's going to be a face mask. And you feel like it's in the vicinity of a face mask.
Yeah, number 9.
Gwynn gesturing, grabbing his face mask. We'll see what the officials saw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Face mask. Benny, you hit that one on the head. You said it was in the face mask territory. It was. It was only a 5-yard penalty, though.
5 yards, but more importantly, gives Salesianum a fresh set of downs as they move past the 45 to the 41-yard line.
Yes.
8:40 left. Salesianum trying to score here. It's going to take about every minute on that clock before we get.
And Sally's does have the potential to go on long drives that eat clock. So.
First drive was a key to it. Hand off to the fullback. He'll plunge forward and gain about 3 yards.
Good job there again by the line, opening up a hole. And you can get those positive yards on first down. It sets up the Sally's offense to do other things like play action and stuff like that.
DiNardo checking in for Bryson. Reagan, DiNardo, the receivers. Wesselman and Salvo, the fullback and running back. They'll give to Salvo. There's a lot of room to the right side. He took advantage of it to get Salesianum another first down. And got close to it.
It looks like they
3rd and 1.
Spotted them back a little bit.
From our angle, it looks like he got a first down.
Yes. Looks like it's 3rd and about inches.
Perspective is everything.
Yes.
Third.
When you're up high, it always looks a little different than when you're actually on the field.
Speaking of on the field, we'll hear from Mike Lang in the coming minutes.
In fact, I think we're going to have a timeout here for Salesianum.
So the timeout for Salesianum, and while we are on that timeout, we'll hear from Mike Lang.
We got this little nugget for this Middletown Salesianum rivalry. You know, back in the early days, before you were born, Benny, in 1967. That's before I was born. That's how long ago it was. Salesianum defeated Middletown 21-18. It was the first time in years that Middletown had lost 2 games in a row. And then Salesianum won in 1968 by a score of 32-16. Middletown recovered nicely. They played in the first ever DSSAA state championship game in 1971. They lost to Wilmington High School. And then a couple years later, they split that into 2 divisions. Middletown was Division II for years and years and years. Everybody moved down there, and now they're Division I. So there you have it, 1967 and 68. Kind of a good time because I was born then. Back to you.
Thank you, Mike.
What a year 68 was. Mike Langer, silent reporter for our 302 Sports Spotlight Game of the Week. Another stoppage. This one.
And so instead of being 3rd and inches, it's now going to be 3rd and 6.
Oh, you had the timeout. Salesianum couldn't get a play together.
No. And as a coach, you can't like that. I mean, you have 3rd and inches. You call a timeout, you set up the play, and you get movement on the offensive line and moves you back. But you're definitely in 4-down territory here.
Well, coming out of the timeout, I was thinking, they're taking their time getting to the line. Of course, we don't have a great eye on the play clock, but Salesianum cannot afford mistakes against the #1 team in the state. That's a big one. 3rd and about 6. Gwynn back to pass. Pressure, feels it, steps up, rolled around. He is sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and so it went from being 3rd and inches to now 4th and almost 10 again. So now it might change it up, and you might punt here.
And that's what they're going to do. Cooper Urban coming out. He's been a key in terms of Salesianum's field positioning all game long.
So you had 3rd and inches, possibly going for another first down, moving the ball. and you get that penalty, and just it kills you. We saw what it did to Middletown on Middletown's penalty, so the first one to hurt Salesianum here.
It's the first one I think I've seen called on Salesianum all game long. Middletown far outweighing Salesianum in terms of penalties. Another stoppage. That's a timeout. Middletown.
So the Middletown's second timeout here.
We'll call their second timeout. They have one remaining. 6:38 left here in regulation. Salesianum trailing 19-13. This is a big game for Salesianum. If you win it, not only do you knock off the #1 team, but you yourself become #1 at that point.
Yes, absolutely. And like we said, Sally's has got Smyrna coming up in week 9. And Smyrna was beating Sussex Central last time we checked. So if they win tonight, they've lost to a Middletown and an out-of-state team. Sally's has lost to Father Judge. And Middletown still has not tasted defeat. So you want to chance to knock them off, give them their first loss, and like you said, take over the #1 ranking in the state. But it's not going to be an easy job here, trailing by 6 and punting here.
Cooper Urban, the punt for Salesianum. Ernest Washington to return for the Cavaliers. And, oh, he went after it. It touched his hands, but it went to the end zone, so it's a touchback.
Yeah.
That was a disaster for Middletown.
Right, yeah. We were doing a game last week, St. George's at Dover, Benny, and the St. George's guy tried to fair catch the ball at the 1 and bounced off him and went in the end zone where Dover recovered it for what we thought was an apparent touchdown. But on a muff punt, it's called a touchback. And they gave the ball to St. George's at the 20, so you avoid the mistake, and that was almost a mistake there for Middletown. But like you said, it was deep enough where it went in the end zone.
In order to win a game like this, you have to play mistake-free football. Both these teams have had their issues. Middletown, hefty penalties. Salesianum, 2 turnovers, costly. Will give to Green. He'll fight his way. The Cavaliers will get about 2 yards in this run. As we've preached all game long, Salesianum's defense has been nothing short of stellar.
It has. It really has. When you think about it, Benny, they've only given up 1 offensive touchdown in this game to a team that came in averaging 47 points a game.
You're not scoring all 47 of those defensively or special teams-wise.
No.
Yeah. That has been the weird part of this game. It is Friday the 13th, so it's been a fairly weird day, weird game for Middletown, scoring more points thanks to their defense and special teams. So let's just say if you're playing in fantasy football, you have Middletown's defense, you are doing pretty well so far. Fry will give to Whitehead. No, he'll keep it up the middle. They've kind of played away from Whitehead in the second half.
Yes, they have.
Opting to give the ball more often to Green. Fry keeping it occasionally, and definitely, of course, the pass. Edlin and Johnston getting heavily involved in this Middletown offense.
Yes, he has. The key 3rd down here for Middletown. Sally's has done a good job here in the second half of getting off the field on 3rd downs. Let's see if they can do it one more time. And if you're Middletown was picking them apart in first half, converting on 3rd downs.
Middletown far from perfect on 3rd down conversion-wise. Let's see if we can do it here. 3rd and about 6. From their 25. Fry will keep it. Bootleg. He'll cut it up the middle, and it'll be brought down close to the 1st down. We'll see where they spot it.
It's going to be right there because they started at the 20, and he's right at the 30. I think he's got the 1st down, Ben. He does.
And he does. Cavaliers get a fresh set.
We were saying last week, our game, it seems like they never use the measurement. They just eyeball it up and passes the eyeball test. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's a Friday night. People have places to be.
Yeah.
Though there's no place I'd rather be or anyone would rather
right
be in the 302 Sports Game of the Week. This is an impressive game so far. 2 tough defenses, 2 offenses that have been all over the place. But nonetheless, we find ourselves at 19-13 here. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in regulation. Benny Pinella, Jason Winchell, and another flag.
And I saw the play, the guy counting down, Benny, so I'm thinking this is delay of game. And it is a delay game.
I got to tell you, Zach Blum is going to have all kinds of words with his team after this.
And that's a veteran quarterback. That's a veteran quarterback who knows that he has to watch his back judge here because he's going to start counting it down. And so it's a 5-yard penalty, and it puts you back in the 1st and 15. And you're trying to, they're in their 4-minute offense, like you said.
This may be a reach here, Jason, but when I was a kid, Baynard Stadium was one of the most beautiful football fields. But walking into it, you always kind of felt a little anxiety. You always felt like a lot of excitement.
Right.
Could Fry possibly be feeling that?
Yes.
Back to pass. Throws caught by Edlin. We'll get a large chunk of that back.
Yeah, nice diving catch there by Edelman. He's such a big receiver. He gives you such a good target to throw. And there's a nice one.
Going off the point about Baynard Stadium, you talk about the history of this stadium. It's been around for so long. A unique facility in and of itself, and one that's become an icon for high school football in the state of Delaware.
Yes, it has, and it's going. They play 4 to 5 high school football games here every week, and the field, like you said, it's in perfect condition for all the usage it gets out of it. Eventually, I think that if they get it, they're going to try and put some turf on this field.
But there is nothing better than Baynard Stadium in the fall under the lights on a Friday night. They'll give to Green to the outside. Check that. Whitehead. He'll roll to the sidelines. He's still on his feet, and he is still going. He'll be brought down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they had him twice in the backfield, and Whitehead spun out of it, both tackles, and gets the key first down here. And as a word I heard, if you're Salesianum here.
3 minutes, 16 seconds, but a fresh set of downs for the Cavaliers. That one has to be somewhat of a dagger in the heart of Salesianum.
Yeah, and big first down there for Middletown. Like we said, they're in their 4-minute offense here. They're just trying to get some first downs and milk this time. Good job there by Whitehead and breaking some tackles. Picks up the key first down.
3 receivers set, 2 running backs to either side of Drew Fry. Back to pass. They'll give to Whitehead again. He churns forward, maybe gets a yard.
Sally's has 2 timeouts left, Benny.
I don't know if you start using them now.
Might use it after maybe the 2nd and 3rd down play. We'll see.
Middletown certainly is taking their time, but they've done that before, and they've gotten delay of game calls.
Yeah, you have to, like you said, I'm sure Coach Blum is telling Fry, pay attention to that quarterback back there. When he starts counting, you have to get the play off.
2 minutes and 15 seconds. A score decides these two teams. Middletown driving from the 40-yard line. Fry back to pass. Questionable decision to call this play because if it's incomplete, guess what, Jason? That clock stops.
Yeah, don't need to call a timeout because the incomplete pass. And also risk a chance of a turnover, an interception there. And so it brings up a big 3rd down again. And, like you said, the key part is the clock stops on the incompletion.
So now if you're Salesianum and you stop them on a run, you can only burn 1 timeout and get the ball back, potentially with 1:50 left.
Yeah.
You got to question that decision for the Cavaliers.
Yes. It's going to be interesting here. Big 3rd down play here.
Heavy on the line. Fry from the shotgun throws, and this one will be blown dead. Timeout called by Middletown.
Final timeout, and it just came, well, the clock was stopped anyway because of the
so Middletown uses their own timeout, their last timeout. Mind you, Salesianum at some point is going to get this ball back.
Yes, and there it is, the timeout, and I guess Blum didn't like the play when he was up there and saw it, so he's decided to change it out. Again, this is going to be the play of the game here for both teams. The Middletown offense, a 1st down probably seals it. For the Sally's defense, you need to get off the field here. Like you said, they still have 2 timeouts, I believe, right? So if they can stop them here, maybe for Middletown, do you run the ball here and force Sally's to use a timeout?
I think you have to just to use that timeout.
I agree with you, Ben.
And Kendrick Whitehead has been running well all game long.
Yes, especially here in the 4th quarter. This drive, he came up with that big 1st down run. Middletown comes back in the field.
Middletown with a 19-13 lead. They've played impressively to this point. Slings it to Edlin. He'll have the first down, and he'll drag a Sally's defender. Risky play call.
Gutsy play call, but it pays off. A great slant route there by Edelman.
Spectacular slant route, and that may wind this game down. Salesianum gave it everything they had. But on this freaky Friday the 13th, only one, number one, will be upset. Woodbridge losing to Milford 20-6. But in Division I,
unranked Milford team.
A very impressive upset for Milford. But in Division I, Middletown will survive a Salesianum scare.
Yeah, Sally's came out, used the home crowd to take that 13-point lead, but it's been all Middletown since.
We give Whitehead churning again. He'll be brought down.
Sally's will start using their timeouts.
Minute 27 left. You got to think the way this game has flowed for both of these defenses. Salesianum gets the ball back. They'll need a miracle to score a touchdown.
Yep.
First, they need to stop Middletown. Right now, we're going to send it over to Mike Lang.
Hey, Mike, we had.
Hey, guys, you may notice, maybe tough to see from up there, but the grass is starting to get chewed up. We're in week 6 of the season. As many people know, there's a long-term plan here for Baynard Stadium. Salesianum currently involved in negotiations with the city to transform the stadium. New bleachers, new press box, turf field, new concession stands, all kinds of improvements. Also, across town here at St. Elizabeth's, they are negotiating, or they hope to negotiate with the county and the state about Canby Park. I'd like to do some of the same things at Canby Park, some turf fields over there, a home field for St. Elizabeth's. So some big things coming up here in Delaware as far as facilities go. And they do a great job here, but it's a lot of football here. And we got a minute 27 to go. Back to you for the exciting conclusion.
Whitehead to the left. He'll be brought down, plunging forward to the 10-yard line.
He got another first down.
Another first down. You got to think that's going to do it.
Yeah, that would probably seal it. Great drive here by Middletown. Sally's punted the ball to them, and they took over at their own 20 and marched down the field. Got a great game-winning drive here. Sally's going to use their last time out, but I think Middletown could probably take knees from this point on.
Yeah. They're at the 5-yard line, or 10-yard line, excuse me. But you have the first down, a minute 17 left.
So Middletown has played Smyrna, won by 7. Now they come in here to Salesianum, so looks like they're going to win by 6. And that's impressive. Your two toughest games, you get the wins in close games. That sets it up for you.
I was going to say close games, which means it's going to be a very intriguing playoff season for high school football in the state of Delaware. Well, Salesianum, they fought hard. Middletown just can't beat the number 1 team in the state of Delaware. Victory formation for the Cavaliers. Fry with a kneel down. Now it's just a matter of that clock. 19-13 the score, your 302 Spotlight game of the week. An impressive showing for Middletown, down at 1 point, 13-0. 19 unanswered points, dominating in terms of time of possession, especially on this drive.
Yes, it is. Like you said, dominating time of possession here on this drive. And what a second half for Middletown, man. But it was a defensive touchdown in the second half that's the difference in this game.
Not the cleanest of games for either one of these teams. Fry takes another knee. Within 30 seconds now of Middletown advancing to 6-0 on the season. And Salesianum dropping to 4-2.
Yeah, dropping to 4-2, Salesianum.
There is no shame in this loss whatsoever. And there it is. They'll allow the final few seconds to tick off. And Middletown has advanced to 6-0, remaining the number 1 team in the state of Delaware.
And if you're Salesianum, you fight hard, and it doesn't get any easier next week. You got a William Penn team traveling in here. Sally's in the midst of a 4-game home streak after playing the first 3 on the road. Like I said, they fall to 4-2.
Salesianum has no shame in losing to the #1 team in the state of Delaware. And impressive game. Salesianum jumped out to an early lead. Live from Hooters every Wednesday at the 136 Astro Shopping Center in Newark. Middletown then would go on a run. 19 straight points. Returning.
Pick 6. Like you said, the second half it came down to turnovers.
We'll wait to hear from Mike Lang, possibly getting an interview with Drew Fry, our player of the game. Next weekend, next Friday night, 7:30 kickoff to that one. It'll be a reunion weekend for Salesianum Live. So I don't think that's going to be a tough game for Middletown. Both these teams kneeling down, post-game meetings. We are back after some technical difficulties. Thank you very much for joining us on this 302 game of the week. Once again, Salesianum falling to Middletown as they will remain #1 in the state on this freaky Friday the 13th. The score, Jason.